What do you think is more difficult than a two-tower chimps? A two-tower chimps with ABR perhaps? Because there are definitely fewer combos out there in which it's possible to get it. So that's what we're going to be doing today in this video. We're going to be doing an Alternate Bloons Rounds chimps with just Sauda and the Dark Champion. I didn't restrict this path for some odd reason. Is it possible to get Legend of the Night in a chimps game before round 100 and something like that? So we could be placing down our, well, thematically appropriate hero for the background that we have around here, and we're going to see how we get along in this video. I think we're going to struggle a bit more in comparison to our ABR with Sauda and the anti-balloons than with Dark Champion. I honestly think we're going to rely on the Dark Champion's Dark Shift ability to move it around in order to pop the Fortified BAD on round 100. I might have said the other thing earlier in the wrong order. Yeah, we're going to have more of a difficult time with Dark Champion than with the anti-balloon, I believe. But I don't know, we're going to get Dark Champion earlier than we would be able to do with the anti-balloon. But the anti-balloon is more powerful in certain ways. So, what can we do on this round? Will we need it for this round? I think we do in some ways. End of this round, is there a lead? I don't play AB up enough. Okay, so we're going to need that. But this is going to serve a double purpose of sorts, because we're going to lay this down over this way here. And then that's going to catch at the start of round 11 as well, which is not mandatory, but for this map in particular, because of the fact that near the end of the map is the same as near the beginning of the map, it means it's a 2-in-1 purpose sort of thing. In a way, it's nice to come back to an official map rather than always doing custom maps, but I love custom maps. They're so wonderful and such delights to play. People come up with such fascinating ideas with what to put on a map, like Vaporeon's Garden was something I didn't even consider putting together or anything like that. Just the wildest of things, honestly. Oh, is that yellow balloon going to be too much? Yes, it is. Okay, so is that going to hurt us around 16? Doesn't look like it. Round 18, we can afford the Super Monkey. Now, because we're going top path, it means we won't be able to deal damage to all targets for a good amount of time. Because with Dark Champion, regardless of what cross path you go, you will be able to puncture and damage all targets. So if you go top path, then it can pop purples. If you go middle path, it can pop leads. Here we go, a prime example, if we have laser darts or plasma blasts, sorry, laser blasts, not laser darts, then yeah, there's that. Now I'm going to on purpose delay my attack on these because I think there's a lead at the beginning of round 24. We're going to catch that one as well. So deploy it like that, and there we go. That catches that, and we immediately skip a round of sorts because on round 24 there was only one balloon, and it was that camo lead. Round 26, we're going to immediately go bottom path first so we can get that camo detection up and running, because at the moment we've only got Sauda in order to do that. But then again, we've only got Sauda to pop the leads, but we will be sorting that issue out very, very soon. Here are our issues, and there's our issues gone. If it wasn't for a leaping sword ability, then Sauda would be much less viable to use. Here we go, another bout of rounds here. Let's see, can it get all of them? Oh, just in time. That placing of the ability needs to be somewhere along here, otherwise you won't catch all of them. There's a high chance in which you won't be able to get another one down. But then again, leads are pretty slow, so you'll probably be able to use a second leaping sword ability on that round. So there is that. There's also the speed of a balloon, not just the fact that there's a balloon on the screen. With knockback from the Super Monkey, it means that the balloons will be in range of Sauda just for that little bit longer, so that then, well, Sauda can attack it just that little bit more. So the knockback has a multi-purpose. You stay in Sauda's range, thank you very much, and you continue to get sliced up. Okay, so we do have a Moab on this round, if I'm mistaken. Or, no, actually, it's actually, we have a fortified map. So I'm going to be doing that so that the leaping sword actually lands on the balloon. There's like the mow up there, but we just have these to deal with. Lovely. Can we do this flawless though? That's going to be a question. Because I don't think we did it flawless with the anti-balloon. But can we do it flawless with this particular combo? And I just realized we've not yet upgraded this to Dark Knight. So I think we will go Plasma Blast once we have, let's see, about 6,000, which we have right now. My apologies. Okay, now we have it. So the reason why I'm keeping the Dark Knight here is because before we get the 60k, this thing's not going to be able to pop purples. So when Sauda is able to pop purples, it means that the Dark Champion will be able to pop the rest alongside Sauda. But also, in a way, we now have the means to pop leads without solely relying on Sauda's leaping sword slam down ability there. I might have said the ability wrong here. Yeah, leaping sword attack. Oh, sword charge. That's the one I was speaking. Is it that one or is it the other one? There's only 2 abilities to choose from when it comes to Sauda. And we have 2 abilities active on the screen from 2 separate monks. I don't think a 1 tower chimps on Alternate Bloons round is physically possible. We've had 1 tower chimps from both Sauda and Geraldo when they were in their prime. But when it comes to 1 tower chimp alternate balloons, I just do not see that happening. Unless you do it on a custom map where it's just stupendously long. Like, let's say, the longest map where I did the 2 million pots with the super glue. Like, that kind of map, possibly. But in a official map, I would wager to believe that a 1 tower chimp alternate balloons round would be impossible. Round 53. Or at the very, very, very least, improbable. There we go. Keep on destroying the balloons here. And we have got ourselves our first BFB. Congratulations, BFB. You are going to be doomed. Just like that. Now, when it comes to Pierce, I think the anti-Pierce is a better time trying to get everything, especially with that, with its ability, it can just insta-wipe a lot of balloons on the screen, as long as the round number is low enough. Yeah, this is instinctively why I have the Dark Champion at the far back, because it cannot pop purples on its own, and it loses potential if you put him up too far in front ahead of Sauda, because it means all of its projectiles would just be removed by the purple. But once we get Dark Champion, it means that our Dark Blades will ruin all balloon types. And also the added bonus, the Dark Shift will extend to map ride rather than just where it can actually shoot, which is good because the range of this is, well, questionable to say the least at the moment. Obviously, if you have middle path, then the range in which it can teleport would be better, but we're not about that life. Round 59 is here, and what usually would be around full of, well, camo leads, we have camo regrow leads. Round 60, a fortified BFB. Let's see now, what can we do against this target? Well, the leaping sword ability will be going down around here. There we go, just like that. So we can get maximum amount of damage on it with the maximum amount of time with it down and all that jazz. Round 61. Now, I do have a bit of a question to ask, and that is people... Oh, hello. Let's do that. Are we going to be able to do this round? And that is going to be a yes. Now, people like my content in some ways because I don't like to shout and all that. I prefer to be the more kind of passive, just go with the flow sort of thing, rather than all this loud shouting over the top, editing, all that kind of jazz. But I honestly think that there is a target market or a target audience for both kinds of commentary styles there. So you could be the more mellow, quieter kind, or you could be the loud, abruptive, very energetic kind. And I think it's just mainly because I just don't have the energy in me to be the latter kind. Let's just use the sword charge there in order to get through that jazz. But I just don't have it in me to be that kind of person that shouts all the time and be too loud, while also feeling like that I've got a bit of a fake persona while doing all that shouting just to get like a particular reaction about it. Because I imagine that there are some content creators out there, and I'm not talking about specifically in the Bloons Tower Defense scene, but just like content creators in general on YouTube. There are some that kind of fake a persona in order to meet a particular quota or something like that, or they do it to get the maximum amount of attention from people who watch their videos. And just for me, I just feel like I don't have that kind of energy, I don't have that kind of motivation, and potentially, and just most importantly, I just don't feel like that kind of style for me is just genuine at any given point in time. But I'm not just trying to say like, oh, I hate this kind of content creator. It's just that for me personally, that's just not me. It's just not part of my anatomy to be this loud, abrasive, borderline annoying, just to match with the algorithm sort of thing. I prefer just to be me and only me. Like, if you're attracted to the other kind of content creator, then that is equally as good as being attracted to a quieter kind of content creator. You have the means at your disposal to love whatever it is that you are, except if you want to be a serial killer, then you have no place here. And I'm talking about the SERIAL serial, not the CEREAL serial. Okay, while we were talking about YouTube and all that jazz, we've got under 12k away until we get the Dark Champion, which is going to be beautiful. Which means I will then want to place the Dark Champion kind of in this section where my mouse is here, so it can kind of get a bit more of a coverage for the start and this portion of the map over here. I won't be able to reach all the way over here. Oh, sword charge will be safe here and now. But I think late game we will struggle a bit more with the Dark Champion than we did with the anti-balloon in this scenario. And Sauda, I didn't look it up properly, but I think Sauda is the hero to go to for most records of 2 Tower Chimps on Alternate Bloons Rounds. It's just the fact that Sauda is able to be placed down on ABR from round 6 onwards. And also she has the access means of popping any kind of balloon as long as you get her level 3 ability up and running by the time the first lead spawn in. Which is understandable. But then again, Sauda only really works well on maps which are long but also loops around a lot, which is why I like Resort a lot, because it has this little square here, and also accommodates really well for tack shooters and ice towers, which is why you see only one particular record of, let's say, a super brittle and special operations on this map. And only this map, because of the formation of it, because of how the map is laid out and how the loops work and all that jazz. Also in ABR, you're able to get particular upgrades sooner because you get that little bit more money because you have tougher balloons spawning out sooner. And we're 3k away from the Dank Champion. Yes, we're calling you the Dank Champion. Doesn't matter what that says, we're getting the Dank Champion. What if I should put in my title? Probably not. That's probably not the best thing to do. Sauda and Dark Champion 2TC ABR. The world's first. Oh, we're super close, but this doesn't look good. Let's just cut all of these down, just like Sauda said. And now we've got Dark Champion. Let's keep it there for the moment, but then, there we go. Now it's spare. Oh, round 76 is less hectic than I remember it would be. I'm just used to a huge number of ceramics spawning. But then again, this is still, in some cases, a huge amount of ceramics spawning here. Oh, what are we going to do now? Round 78 is usually a huge issue sometimes, but we have the piers with a combination of both of our towers down. Let's see. What have we got for the rest of this round? A bunch of zebras. a fortified BFB. Well, I feel sorry for all of years. And look at that, purple balloon's been damaged and destroyed by our plasma blades. That is very unheard of. That is blasphemy. Heretical. But remember, this can puncture and ruin all balloon types, including ones in which you would be otherwise, well, unable to attack. Round 79. Oh, our first ZMG. I forgot about that, actually. Well, you're going to go down just like the rest. This bean excels at Moab damage. Although I'd say it has a bit of a trouble when it comes to pierce cap, honestly. Like, this thing is good against single targets, but not hugely good against a massive amount of ceramics. But then there'll be other kind of balloons which will be excelling against huge amounts of ceramics, like let's say the Spirit of the Forest or the Glaive Lord. Round 81. What can we do on this? Actually, we should be leveling up Sauda now. We should be able to get her up to level 20. ZOMG left. Just like before, you all go down. Although it's able to punch you through all of those BFBs. So it's not like PS is the biggest issue with this, but it just doesn't have as much PS as the anti-balloon has. And that's even like outside of its usage of its ability. I think, I'm not 100% sure, but I just feel like just from experience, just from personal looking, just from the eye check, it just feels like the Dark Champion does not do as well as the anti-balloon does. But then again, you could say that the the Legend of the Night is better than the anti-balloon, which I agree with. Also as well, being cheaper would mean it'll be broken because of, well, any leaked balloons will just get sucked up by the Legend of the Night. Let's put you on last, actually, so that you're always kind of facing your blades at all three of these. And there we go. Oh my god. It went through all of those BFBs. I'm really surprised about that. That's good. Right, put you on last again just momentarily, so that you're always firing this way. And we are sort of clearing up the rest. Oh, I should really be leveling up Sauda again. Look at all this money and we're not using it. Oh, we could use it on a hero. That's just grand. Right, last again. So it's always firing this way. Some people probably think, what the hell are you going on about? It's just using up all of its pierce. And we'll go back to this. And oh my gosh, look at all that pierce needed. Wait a minute, hold on. Does the blade actually hone in towards different balloons? Like, it doesn't always fire in a straight... Yeah, it does. It kind of hones in. It kind of does a little bit of a loopy-loop, unless it's just bouncing off objects. But I don't think that is the case, since Resort has very little objects. Like, there's these two umbrellas, and then there's this palm tree, but it doesn't have anything as, like, objects. So I think there is some kind of honing going on with the Dark Champion's blades. Round 89, and now this is when DDTs usually first spawn. Oh my god, this thing shreds through them like knife through hot butter. Round 91. Still so far flawless. We have not yet had to go to the menu even once. But then again, that probably would have been a time ago, and yeah, there's that factor. Round 92. There's always a lot more DDTs in ABR, which is a good challenge. Imagine trying to get like all Paragons in Alternate Bloon Round. Like, that would be bloody hectic, because I imagine Fortified BAD will spawn in multiple times even sooner. Like, the first one normally is around 140. Oh my god, Fortified DDTs around 93. That's horrendous. Now let's just attack with the speed of a blur. And round 94. Good, good. Any more DDTs? I'm ready for you. I'm ready for all of yours. You and your stealthy kind of balloons. There we go. We are popping through all of them just fine here. Also, putting the Dark Champion here means we can start popping balloons even sooner, which is good. Oh, round 95. See? Plasma blades are now popping purples. Again, this is heretical. We're even talking about Sauda. Ring the bell. I don't think we're going to be ringing any bells. We're going to be needing more of these tombstones or these balloons. All of them. Including one with a sculpture of a Fortified BAD on it. Round 96 is lovely. Okay, round 9. So level 19 for Sauda. And soon it'll be able to have its level 20 up. And we'll be able to do multiple laps of a track with the sword charge ability. Now, I think the only downside to getting her to level 20, it means that she can't cast her main attack for even longer. Oh my god, a bunch of fortified DTs. Would you go away, please? Although these two usually spawn around 97, but fortified DTs normally do not. How dare ye interrupt our party here? And they go down, lovely. Yep, we got level 20 now, which is brilliant. Sauda does have that drip though, which is lovely. And that ghost hand as well is good. It's such a nice little detail there. Like Ninja Kiwi may not have added that, and it's like I'm glad that they have, because that's such a lovely little bit of detail there. Ooh, it's for Pierce. I'm not worried about damage, I'm worried about Pierce. Do we have the Pierce to be able to pop through all of this? Let's see, round 98. We're dealing with this just fine. And oh my god, look at all those ceramics. Sometimes it's not for Moabs, which is the worst thing. It's things inside for Moabs. Okay. There we go. Now we should start using our Dark Shift ability just a little more. Okay, so now that that's there, let's move it again. Ho, ho, ho. This is brilliant. And since Sauda is at level 20, it means we get to, well, completely obliterate this thing. Completely and utterly. Let's move it here, actually, in preparations for the DDTs and the ZMGs. Hopefully. That might have been a bad call, actually. No, that's a good call. Very good call. And even if they do escape here, we'll be able to catch them up for... Actually, let's just prematurely move them there. This will be able to deal with it, hopefully. And yeah, in a way, do take your time. There we go. Now we're more than ready for round 100. Let's see. Pop these abilities down, if we can. Locked in chains, do your sword charge ability. And let's move you now. I'm going to move you down here soon. Okay, I'm not going to do the ability just yet with Sauda. I'm going to do that once the bad is out of Sauda's range. Or should I do it actually when the Fortified DDT comes out? That could be a decision, actually. But then again, it seems to has a lot of HP. Decisions to make. Okay, I'll move you over. I think long term it's better to have it over here, actually. Keep on being shredded. Okay, how are we going to do after this one? Oh, here we go. Let's catch up with you. Oh my god, a flawless 2TC ABR. Isn't that just wonderful? Okay, we're not going to use the Dark Shift ability just yet. But again, ZMG Fortifieds are still a bit of a menace to deal with. So, yeah, we could still have a chance of losing this, actually. And let's do this as late as possible. Okay. Ooh. No. We failed that. I think I should have used Sauda's abilities a bit more ferociously there, but crikey, we didn't do that flawlessly. It comes down to the timing of abilities and all that jazz. I honestly think I should have had the Dark Champion down a bit more southwest when the ZMGs were there. Okay, we're doing a bit better this time around. Let's just use the sword charge ability, just inflict that little bit more damage. Let's put the Dark Champion over here. Yeah, it all comes down to ability timings. Okay, so that is a thing. Yeah, this was a much better choice. I should have done this beforehand. When we get to ceramics, possibly... Okay, here. No! I should not have done that. I think I should use sword charge when the ceramics spawn out. There we go. It's down to the sword charge ability at the end of the day. Oh, dearie me. That Fortified BAD is some bad egg to try and deal with. Honestly, a bad egg. It's the ceramics that spawn for the insides. That is what is the most annoying factor about it. Not the BAD itself. Not the deities. Not the ZMGs in a way. And not the BFBs or maps. It's those ceramics. It always comes down to ceramics at the end of the day because that is the lowest of the fortified tiers and the ones that take sometimes the most amount of punching because of the amount of PS required. But thank you to our Dark Champion with Plasma Blast, and thank you to our level 20 Jiangshi Sauda with a more powerful sword charge, sweeps all track pass 3 times, and Leaping Sword is greatly enhanced when it comes to the power. Thank you all so much for watching. That was almost flawless, but round 100 was, well, a bit of a fortified bad egg, you could say. Now, if you want to support me any more throughout the channel alongside liking, commenting, and subscribing, you can type in flare balloons anytime you want to purchase something in the store, and then that will help me out a long way at the moment. So far, only 2 uses of it have been applied, so any more uses will be greatly appreciated. Thank you ever so much to everybody. We are quite fast to hitting 6,000 subscribers, which is really something. When I created this channel, I didn't expect to get 10 subscribers or anything like that. So I have to thank each and every single one of you for your continuous support. Even if it's your first time on the channel, then thank you ever so much for checking out the video. Now just watch this lovely bat ace fly past. See this zombie ninja there. See these cannons fire out these pumpkin bombs. What else? A gall boomerang. And obviously Patch with their pumpkin hat on. Our open coffin here. All these pumpkins! Witch hat from our monkey there. Tombstones here and there. Slightly different color on our villagers here. A bit more of a ghostly vibe to him. But I think most of, obviously, of course, is the fact that there's a purple background in all this. But obviously as well, the Pirate Lord comes out to play. Thank you so much for watching, and take care of yourselves, everybody.